By the way, I'm looking at all their players with sacks. They have not had a single sack in a Power 4 game this year. All their sacks, which is only 6, have come against Youngstown State and Western Michigan.
Yes.
So when we say like they have no pass rush, like they have no
pass rush.
It's non-existent. At least Nebraska, they had 1 or 2 against Michigan. I think they had 1 against Cincinnati. But our pass rush isn't anything to write home about either. But
right, but Michigan State has been worse, and that's saying something.
Yeah, but both teams with 6. It is not made the same way.
Yeah, no. Justin, Go Big Red. What's up, William? Go Big Red. 38-17. Good guys. I like that. Do you have your prediction on Shanahan by chance?
Not that one, by Never Mind Me.
Never mind me. 100-3. Michigan State. All right then. By never mind you with a score like that. That's right. That's what I'm talking about, Justin. Tell him. He's in a mood. No prediction this week for me, fellas. Just wanted to get back on track. I respect it. The thing that sucks is we don't have a running back that could take it to the house, given the holes that Michigan had, lack of athletes still.
Oh, I could have taken him to the house last week.
Emmett can house it.
Michigan had a 57-yarder 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Michigan's got a much better defense than Michigan State, though. I don't think we have a lack of athletes. I don't. Michigan's very athletic defensively. Have you watched the Michigan State quarterback? Yes, I have. I watched Aiden Childs last year as well. Yep. Ives, I think, should be number 2.
I think he's going to be the clear number 2 on Saturday.
Y'all know I'm not upset about that. Ives is my guy. Okay. I just need to get
He looked good against Houston Christian. Granted, it's Houston Christian, and a lot of the holes he was running through, you could drive a bus through. But considering 2 hamstring injuries, and he's slowly getting back into it, I think that's what Rule is alluding to. Like, he's ready to go now, and we're going to see what it looks like on Saturday, because you can't keep doing what you're doing.
No, they had to ease him into it. Honestly, it was just with the injury he had, they had to ease him into it. So
yeah,
Michigan quarterback, Aiden Childs fumbled 5 times this season. Yes, and that's another reason why they're going to keep him away from.
The more times you run the zone read, the more likely you are to fumble.
Punch the ball out of his hand. Just do this. Ryla will have a field day, 45-17. Route for Nebraska. The other Dave. I love that. Nebraska 38, Michigan 17. Never mind me in all serious. 42-21 Skurs. What a pivot there.
This is a weird one for me to predict because they beat Western Michigan. They didn't look good doing it. Week 1, benefit of the doubt, they won 23-6. Then the next week you play a Boston College team who is, I don't think, that great. They lost to Stanford by 10. Yep. They lost to Cal. Their only win is against Fordham.
Yep.
So that win does not look good.
Nope.
And you scored 42, gave up 40, went in double overtime. Then you play Youngstown State, who's not good. And you score 41, which you should. Gave up 24, which is way too much. And then you lose to USC, who I don't know who they are right now at this point. 2 weeks ago, I thought they were good.
That's
really good.
That is a good question. Like, because I still think USC is a good team. I think USC is kind of like us right now. I think people see USC as us, in a way. Outside looking in, I think the outsiders looking at Nebraska look outside of USC and see the same thing. That's the best way to put it.
So, like, you lose to USC, you score 31, that should be enough to win you a lot of games. Gave up 45.
I think they were in that game till like the fourth quarter, late in the third, something like that. What was the final?
It was 45-31 USC at USC.
Okay, yeah.
So, okay, you lose to a good team, but then USC goes out and they lose to Illinois, who just got beat by like 60 against Indiana.
Yep.
So, like, that's where I hate doing this, but
the football
that's kind of how we draw conclusions and start getting like an idea of how good this team is who they've played and what that outcome was. And USC's the best team they've played was Illinois, and they lost. And that was kind coming off of a decent win against Michigan State, but Illinois was coming off an ass beating.
And I think that
I don't know if they're good or not, or even respectful good on an offensive perspective. Like this could be a game where Nebraska puts up 45 and gives up 10.
Yeah.
It could also be a game where they give up 30.
Sure. Yeah. So what are you trying to tell me? What's your prediction?
That's why this prediction is so hard.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with my gut here. Michigan State still sucks. I don't think Aiden Childs is a good quarterback. I've never thought that. We're going to go 45. We're going to go 45-17 Nebraska.
I like that. So let's see. Nebraska quarterback versus pass rush. I'm trying to go position by position. Let me see. Nebraska quarterback.
I think we're better in every position.
I do too, because I think if we neutralize the edges, which shouldn't be a problem, and they can't bring consistent pressure, Ryle's going to just pick them apart in the zone game. Because I think if they try to man up, I think they're just SOL. Nebraska's running back versus Michigan State's front and linebackers. It's going to be very important to use counter, stretch the second level. Now, if we get Emmett going and Michigan State can sell out, to stop him, then that's when we can stretch the field vertically. Otherwise, we play off of the other one. The wide receivers versus the DBs. Looking at this, I like Ja'Cory Barney. I don't know anybody who can match up with him on the slot on their team. That's one of my biggest things right there. Is I think Barney's going to be very, very open. I think if they try to do match coverage, I think their defensive backs are going to have to be super disciplined. And if they mess up once, I think they're going to get beat deep and over the top. As long as Nebraska can read the blitzers, slide protect, chip effectively, and make sure that they're just creating that little bit of opportunity and a little bit of space for Raiola to get the ball away and out of his hands early, I think Nebraska is going to be in control of this game throughout. Now, if Michigan State's protection holds and Childs is able to kind of test Nebraska's deep coverage, or if they force Nebraska into a spy and maybe take one of our personnel and force him to occupy himself as a spy, and then try to from there take that advantageous position, since then you have numbers. Maybe work the inside gaps, read the keys, try to get the linebackers overreading on the running game. Overall, I just don't think they have that in them. From what I've seen from them this season, from what I've seen for Nebraska this season, I think Michigan, I just don't think they're quite there. I think Nebraska, I don't think Nebraska is. Nebraska's in year 3. Nebraska's in a year where they're supposed to win. Michigan State is kind of in a down season, kind of a mediocre season, if you will. And I think right now they're 3-1. Their record shows that, they look like a decent team, but I think it's going to show the difference on Saturday between the actual talent, where these teams are at in terms of not only the locker room, the coaching staff, but where they're at in terms of as a program. And I think maybe the Michigan loss is getting a lot of people, oh, what is Nebraska? Michigan State comes out and they got a big offense, right? Can they give Nebraska problems? I don't think so. I think I'm kind of there with y'all. I think I'm seeing like a 38-17 type of game.
So this game opened Nebraska minus 10.5. It has gone up to minus 11.5. It opened at a 53.5 total and is now down to a 49.5. So if Nebraska is basically an 11-point favorite with a 49-point total, that would put it at what? 38 to, or no,
37,
28 to math. Dude, I've been up since 4 a.m. I'm fucking exhausted.
26 to 37. I don't know, bro. I can't math, dude.
Yeah.
Math is hard. So I'm a personal trainer. I don't have to do math.
It'd be 28 to 17.
Yeah. No. That's
28 to 21.
Yeah, it's 28-17. Sure.
31 to 21.
Whatever.
I'm fucking
Let's go with that. Let's go with that. I want to do a quick little. How did you feel about the Penn State game? How do you feel about Penn State?
Dude, is
The
he
rest
ever
of
going to win a big game?
Man, I don't know. I root for the guy. I was rooting for him. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is about Oregon's quarterback. That dude looked half asleep the entire game. It was pissing me off. Every time they showed him, he was like,
It
bro,
was
look,
like Cam Ward would play half asleep.
dude, literally, the dude like half asleep the entire game. Like Drew Allar, man, I want to see it for him because he was getting slandered last year. Dude threw like 20 something touchdowns, the 2 interceptions, and getting slandered. And he hasn't really had much of a receiver core. Like,
well,
they
their
had
best receiver. Who's their best receiver last year?
I don't know. That's the problem.
Well, they had Julian Fleming, who Nebraska wanted, who
they're tight
ended
end.
up being nothing. Well, yeah, they had Tyler Ward.
Tyler Ward, yeah. But like I don't know.
Oh, thank God. Thank you. Never mind me.
They're 11-point favorite, 38-11. The totals.
Wait,
that's
not matching.
Not right.
That's a 27-point win.
27-point spread. Never mind me. Listen, if I felt like pulling out a calculator, I'd do it right now. But how do you feel about the rest of the schedule? Because the way it's looking right now, of course, USC not looking the greatest. Iowa, yeah. Just of how, again, another week playing out how the rest of the schedule and how the rest of the teams are looking. Minnesota doesn't look that strong. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Have you heard of what is it called? It's some type of like advanced analytics company that they put out like projections and like percentage of win, like chance to win. And they have Nebraska, and they called like multiple games by almost the exact correct score. They have Nebraska substantial favorites against Michigan State. Northwestern is like a 98% chance or 92% chance of victory. UCLA is like 70-something percent. And then they have Nebraska as like a slight favorite against Iowa.
You're not talking about
like 60%.
You're not talking about Kelly Ford, right?
No. I'm going to think of the name like 10 minutes after the show ends, probably.
Yeah, we'll do a video on it.
I think it starts with a G.
Garden.
But basically,
I don't know.
But Nebraska is favored in their metrics in every game except Penn State.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
See that. I can see that. Iowa, though, I don't know what Iowa is, bro. Like, because Iowa, oh my God, who did they play this week? Because I was drawing a blank.
I'm pulling up their schedule. They they almost beat Indiana.
No,
apparently.
That was who it was. That was Yeah, it was Indiana. With how they played against Indiana, I'm confused about them right now, about Iowa. Now, Gronowski got hurt.
To Rutgers and then almost beat Indiana.
Gronowski did get hurt, though.
Oh, well, they're fucked.
Yeah, Hank Brown came in, was 5 for 13. Yeah, Gronowski got hurt late in that game.
Hank Brown's their quarterback?
Yes.
Well, I can guarantee you he sucks. His name's Hank Brown.
I don't know what the update was on. You know what's funny though? A lot of Iowa fans were calling for him to start this offseason. He looked terrible. Did we have an update on their injury? Hold on, let me look at Gronowski's status is unclear. Yeah, so went down the injury, spent some time in the medical tent, warmed up, but did not return to the game. Hank Brown returned to his place. Yeah.
So they play Wisconsin.
Yep.
They're on a bye, so they play Wisconsin next Saturday.
Yeah.
Then this will be a big one. They play Penn State on October 18th.
Yeah. I'm saying if we're 11-point favorite, they expect us to score a combined 49.
Yeah, so that means it would be 28 to. Are we doing this again?
Nope, I'm not. As soon as my brain starts trying to do the math, it just malfunctions.
You just can't wrap around it.
Short circuits, bro. Like, dude, we've both been working all day. Then we get home and we have to jump straight on here. It's like our brains are just fried, dude. Tanisha said her favorite show's on, though.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I wonder why. It's because Brian, not me. I see 2 more wins than last year. 9 wins. We need the next 4. I still have 9 wins as my projected total. I don't know about you.
Yeah, 9. I would say 9's pretty. Maybe even 10.
Yeah, I feel.
It kind of depends what this offensive line and defensive line turns out over the next couple of weeks.
I feel 90% confident in 9 wins. Never mind. He said he's tipsy, so he thinks. I don't think we're right because we haven't even really given a number yet. I don't think
I'm getting close.
I think you've at
Okay,
least
30-19 is their projected score, Nebraska.
That's what it
30-19.
30-19.
11-point margin of victory.
At least never
49
mind me gave it an effort. We didn't even give it an effort. So there's that.